Hey, it's Hunter. It's your boy Hunter. I'm here. I'm back. Thanks for joining me. Drop a like, drop a subscription. If you have anything to say, please share. Even if it's just a, yo, you look like the guy who killed Charlie Kirk again. Which I'm not even going to deny. That guy looks way too much like me. Pretty sure I'm older, so I can say he looked like me. I can claim that. Anyways, today, the hell is that bug? It's a tiny little bug. Today, my message for you is a personal one and also a very utilitarian one because I've used it myself over the years and now I kind of like finally wrote it down and was like, this is a good way to put it. And it's how to identify and burn away unnecessary complaining. Because today you hear all the time, you complaining without action. What you're not changing, you're choosing. If you don't take action and you're complaining, you're not doing anything. You're just complaining. Misery loves company, and we all do it. And you don't feel bad. It's a childish behavior. So we've all done it at one point or another. It's just that not all of us have grown out of it. But I know a lot of us know deep down that we can do better. Not be perfect, be better. And that's what I'm going to help you do today, to help identify and burn that away. And the only rule, the magic trick to doing it is you don't have to have a certain IQ, you don't have to be of a certain bloodline or any crazy stuff or know psychology in any way. You just have to understand your brain has a pathway that it likes, and this pathway is your habit. It does the same trail. You can imagine it like walking through the woods. You have the trail that everyone walks on. It's obvious. There's no trees growing out of it. There's people walk on it every day. It's very obviously not natural to the forest. Why? It just is. Why does your brain do that? Because it always has. It's that simple, nothing crazy. Therefore, you have to install a stopgap in order to stop yourself and bring that subconscious, that trail that you walk on. This is the trick I forgot to mention. When your brain's going along that trail, it's usually doing it 99% of the time subconsciously. So you have all these different trails that you're going through every day, but like you don't think about hardly any of them. It's all done with your subconscious and habitual thoughts and so on and so forth. So you're not fighting something outside of you. You're fighting your subconscious. And fighting is a bad word because you and your subconscious, you're one. You don't want to fight yourself, but you're fighting the habit. That's really what I should say. You're fighting the emotional urge to keep doing the same shit over and over again that you know you can do better. That's the real battle. And so what you have to do is you have to put in a stopgap. And what does that stopgap do? It's not meant to stop you from ever feeling that or doing that, walking that trail. The stopgap triggers your brain to go, wait, what is that? Hey, wait a second. I feel something is off. It snaps you into the present via that trigger. And that's the point. Because when you're present, you can make a different choice. You can walk a different trail. You starting to see the logic here? You starting to follow me a little bit? You can only choose your trail when it's not in the subconscious. So you have to insert a stopgap, pull it into the conscience, therefore you can choose a new habit, a new way of doing, a new way of life. You want to be a YouTuber, you can put a stopgap in when you get on TikTok every day, and then you can go work on making videos, right? You can choose your path. You have the power you never thought you did via awareness. And for me, for every complaint, my stopgap personally, for every complaint, I told myself that I owe a debt of recommendation. Now, there's no laws. Nobody's going to hold me to this except me. So at the end of the day, you have to make a choice. But I chose to do this, and why? Because when I chose to do this, when I chose to hold my subconscious to these rules, I inserted a stopgap. And then every single time I started to complain now, unlike before when it would just come out and I wouldn't think twice about it, I said, oh, now you have to think of a way to make it better. And if I don't have a way to make it better, I just shut up. Because I know I have no constructive criticism to give before I even speak at that point, because I've made it conscious. You see what I'm saying? And when you do this, like I've been saying, you start forcing all of your negative complaining energy into the conscious. And if you're not experienced in doing that, it may, don't get caught up in thinking you're some horrible person, because that's missing the point. The point is being better than you were. Compare you to you yesterday. And when you do that repeatedly over many days, over many weeks, years, months, whatever, you become a different person, a better person. So insert stop gaps for complaining. Bring them from the subconscious into the conscious mind and make a better choice. There's no secret sauce. There's no one right answer fits all. There's you as a human being making simple choices. Make them easy. Don't overcomplicate things. God loves you all. I love you all. Have a good night.